Earth signs, how you doing? So I'm going to do each star sign that is Earth related. So we'll do Capricorn, Taurus, then Virgo. The questions and answers that we'll be asking are work and money. We'll look into love life, family, and then spiritual. If you have noticed that Steve looks terrible, I do, because I have really bad allergies and my eyes are puffy and itchy and red and sore. I saw! You could be dealing with an asshole. Anyway, unless you've been eating a Ruby Murray. Okay, so let's see. Capricorn. So Capricorn, if you want your weekly reading is as normal over on Patreon. That is a full table spread. Everything that you want to know about is over on Patreon. It's the silver or the gold tier. Okay, so that's different than this reading. So Capricorn, if you would like your link, that is provided below. So let's see. So for work and money for Capricorn, what is going on around their work and their finances for Capricorn? So at the moment, quite stable in life. Okay, could well be, and also, so if you didn't know, I also represent what goes on in work, love, family, and spiritual, and then I add them all together and do your reading as well. Okay, so at the moment, there might be quite a few arguments that are going on about financial stuff. It could be to do with around if you're living with a mother and that they're saying that you do not pull your weight. If you are a mum and you have a child that isn't paying any maintenance or any rent or any money, then it might be because someone's arguing over the fact of not having enough money, but the Queen of Pentacles is actually sitting pretty with enough. But it just seems like someone around where I'm living is not helping out, so they don't have any money. Okay, so it might be your children. They could just be like, struggling financially, but the Queen of Pentacles is normally someone that is financially set here, set in my ways, upset. Okay, so your love life might be bringing in an upset energy, okay, because there's a lot of arguments, but especially around where you're working and money, Five of Swords can be where I'm getting pissed off because everything that I'm trying isn't working. Like I keep trying to find a job, or I keep trying to do something around my work and career, but everything I try, I end up getting like where I'm pissed off because I haven't got the support here, financial support, to back me in what I want. So if this isn't relating to you, then watch for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node. Capricorn around their work. So around your work and finances, there could be a lot of arguments around where you're working. If you're working for someone, definitely if you're working for family, Jeff, Steph, Steve, Sarah, Sassy, where you could be arguing in a family business or at work, like you're working somewhere and people are looking at you as if to say that, we want more, I want more from you, but why are you not doing this? Why are you not doing that? So this would be like, say if you were as a tarot card reader, this would be your comment section and everything else where everybody's looking at you as if to say, Capricorn, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So also this is like juggling your books as well. You've got the Two of Pentacles. We will go down so you don't have to keep looking at my red eyes. I'm looking in your big brown eye. So you might have something wrong with your eyes, or this person might. Now, don't forget, I also read in numerology, which means you can still watch it as a Gemini, okay, because of being a 6. But, very frustrated at work, trying to juggle things, my love life and my work at the same time. So work is going to merge into your love life. But, I'm trying to juggle my love life and I'm trying to get on with my work, but I can't because I'm constantly being distracted. Everybody is always distracting me at work and I can't seem to think straight. If I am a single mum that kind of works from home, then my kids are constantly wanting my attention when I'm at home working, and I'm trying to concentrate on my money, my books, my tax, my accountant and everything else, but all I seem to do is being moaned at the fact that I'm not doing enough for them. Now that might be if you've got children and they're asking you for stuff, they want things, okay, but this might be affecting, okay, your love life might actually be affecting your work life or park life. There might be something about needing to cut down on your pork rind, mate, and get some exercise, but I can't, okay, because I don't seem to have time to get out the house and I can't seem to fit everything in that I want to. Okay, so whatever it is that could be going on in your love life, Capricorn, could be affecting you at work. When you're trying to work, you can't concentrate. These would also be like clients or people if you work in a shop or you work around people. These are coming in and complaining where you work, saying, we want this, we want that. Well, I'm not the manager, or I am a manager, but, it's all the responsibility lies on you here. So, or Alchemy or Natalie or anybody's got N or comes from New York City or anything like that, okay? So whatever it is that you're doing around finances and work is probably affecting you. Your love life is affecting where you're working here, because you might be working too much and people don't agree the fact in the family that you're working all of the time and that you don't respond enough to your wife. This will be maybe the male having a go at the female, because the female could have said something to the male saying, you don't ever support me emotionally. You might support me physically, but you don't support me emotionally. But you're always having a go at me because I'm working all the time and I keep trying to provide for our family, but all you do is moan all the time that I don't spend enough time with you. It doesn't seem fair. All I'm asking for is 2 minutes of your time, but you can't even stop working just for 2 minutes just to give me 2 minutes of your time. So you might be arguing in a commitment if you are married or in an actual relationship, Mariam. But if you are actually married, this is arguing about work or at work, okay? Because you could be a wife here, okay? Now, if you are an ex-husband or an ex-wife, it feels like all they want to do is argue with you, because justice is a 2, and so is this, which means that I might have to go to court in order to fight family. I might have to fight, because this is also like attention, the things that are going on around the house and the home, okay, which is what is the third energy, okay, what we're going to look at, but it's also affecting your work and money. So it feels like for a lot of you that it's not fair in a commitment relationship. If I'm getting divorced and separated, my husband keeps trying to contact me when I'm at work and I'm not listening, and I'm trying to block him out or her out, okay, then if this relates to like family and my relationship, my family are actually sticking their nose right into my business of my family, and I can't seem to do anything right because they're always concentrated on what I'm doing in my relationship. Because if you look at the 5 of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, this could be a Virgo maybe, or Life Path 9, but like I'm concentrating and looking at my actual relationship and my finances and my money and like marriage and commitment maybe, or for the future to Libra, okay? But people seem to be spending more time focusing on my relationship than they actually do their own. So if any of you are actually planning to get married too, because this could also be getting divorced or married, okay, then this is everybody else that's all sticking their nose into my business. Okay, business is also my relationship, okay? So that's for some of you there. So that incorporates your family, your love life, and your work all in 3 cards, because that is affecting the energy of work and money and finances, being able to like support and be there for my partner. But everybody keeps moaning the fact that I'm with them and they don't like them, okay? Their mother or the father doesn't like the fact that I'm with someone. Okay, they're always causing chaos and destruction. So that's here. Okay, so they're always arguing with me about the person that I'm with, but that's what I'm focusing on, is the person that I'm with. You just seem to be focusing on who I'm with, and why can't you just keep that to yourself? Okay, so whatever it is affecting your work. Financially, I'm looking at the Queen of Pentacles is actually financially stable, but this is just other people, okay, find that it isn't fair, the fact that someone has more. So there might be like resentment that's here, Capricorn, okay? So like I resent you because you have a better job than what I do, and you seem to be set for life and you can have time off whenever you want. But I don't like that, the fact that you earn more money than me, and because you can just sit there and you work at a desk and you work at a table looking at, I don't know, tarot cards or whatever, and you do that, I don't think that that's fair, because you get more money than I do and I have to work much harder than you, but you seem to resent me for the job that I do, right? Yeah, that seems to be like resentment. I resent you for earning better money than me, for being more successful than me, for being more than me, right here. So that can be this energy here for some of you that's going on around your work, okay? So like resentment can also be like jealousy also, and stuff like that, okay? So there's your work and money. So let's have a look at your love life, Capricorn, and see if that merges in with what's going on and why you're thinking about this person when they're at work constantly all the time here. So let's see how is this affecting Capricorn's love life. Don't forget, Capricorn, your link to your weekly reading is below for Patreon. You'll need the silver or the gold tier. Please make sure you smash that like button also, please. So how is this affecting Capricorn's love life? So how it's affecting your love life is the fact that there might be a third party situation. Okay, could be to do with around a Pisces or a life path 3, a 9 of Wands in your love life, which means control and narcissism and gaslighting, and then also the 5 of Cups. So some of you might actually be dating a married man or a committed man already. If you want to know the conclusions of how all of this is going to work out, then you really need to join my Patreon, because they have got juicy. Trust me, Lucy, or Laura, or Lucifer. Okay, so you've got this energy of someone that's arguing presently in a relationship. Okay, the 5 there. This 5 here is on their own in a narcissistic controlling relationship. That brings in Pisces, which is a 3, and that's why the 2 is here. Because this person's in a relationship that isn't going well. This person's in a relationship that's very argumentative. And if any of you are kind of like, well, is it you or is it the other person that may be interested in another? Yes, because this is 2 separate couples that are in circumstance that don't want to be in them. And that is why there's a third energy here, because this person is going through what this person is going through, if you know what I'm saying. This person here is arguing in their relationship because they're undecided and maybe not giving their husband or their wife or their girlfriend or boyfriend that much attention that they look as if they're not bothered. So it's making this person think, well, to be honest with you, one of these people in this, because there's 2 here and 2 here, right? So one of these people that with this is only just for the second Capricorn. One of these people in this 2 here is actually thinking, you know what, I don't really want to be with her because she's, I don't know, just doesn't work. It just doesn't fit. Why would I be considering leaving? 2, who am I leaving this for? This side, right? You might be coming up against a Scorpio or an Aries placement, which means the 4, 5 and 4s don't mix. Okay, so this side is also going through that, where this is kind of like, fuck this, man. I'm in a narcissistic controlling relationship where we're all splitting up and getting back together and splitting up. And I'm not in a good position and you're not in a good position. So how about you leave her for me and you leave him for me? And that is where this will play out on your Patreon energy of star signs when you're watching numerology and also astrology, because I'm seeing that I've done all of the readings, so I kind of know the conclusion, right? So George or Clooney. But again, that's one scenario. If there is one this end that's in a 5 and this end is in a 5 and you're fighting to get in and out of a commitment or a relationship, maybe to break up here, come together as a new 2 of Cups, right? That brings in this 3 and this 2, right? So that's for the start. Now, that's your work and money or related, because these could also be your relatives as well, meaning mother and father, not getting on with the 5, Sagittarius, Taurus. The condition of what they believe is not what I believe, and we're at war fighting against it. Okay, maybe fighting over children, where it goes to court. I have to fight for this person's attention all the time, and I have to take them to court and fight them for justice of the children that I've got, and I need to win this court case. But as a couple, we're still arguing. So within your love life, at the moment, presently, okay, if you are with someone that's very controlling, or they are, and you're watching it as a cross-watched energy, and they are, you would be like, yes, she's at fault. She keeps stopping him from leaving, and that I want him to leave her, but she won't leave him alone, and he is supposed to be coming over to me. But this is the woman that's paradoxed with the energy that relates to your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, okay, and then numerology number, which means that it can be 2 star signs. That's why you've got the Queen that is of elements, okay? So, meaning that the other woman is present that's going through the same thing with the person that you're wanting them to leave. They're fighting in a commitment. You may be waiting for this person to leave this person so you can be with them. But this is what they are going through, okay, as a couple. There's an energy that's 3 that's waiting for this energy to come together when each other's left one another. This is your hell loop, right? So your love life is affected by your work, because this is what you're thinking about all of the time that seems to be going through my head when I'm at work, and that is why it's affecting my work, is because of my present relationship and the one that I am also presently trying to get out of. And then I'm also thinking about this one of how that's going also. But I'm not actually seeing any signs of communication. So that's one energy. If there isn't a third party and there isn't a leaving or going, then this whole scenario here is an absolute shit show for a love life, because there is mind games, manipulation, self-sabotage, anger, aggression, sabotaging relationships, getting what I wanted, but I didn't want that. Okay, but you got what you wanted because you sabotaged it. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. So you're in denial. 9 is a denial energy, or Daniel, or denial, or Danielle. Okay, but like, I'm in denial. No, you don't. Yes, you do. No, you don't. Blah, blah, blah. This is an absolute shit show, because someone could have deep-seated self-sabotage issues that sabotage relationships just like that, and they may be aware or unaware of it. If you are watching, getting angry, then you can go somewhere else, but you will only avoid the lesson that you need to learn. Is the only thing that causes separation and arguments are fights that are caused, or the lack of love or respect maybe for the person, right? But the majority of arguments and things that break up are people disagreeing, arguing, shouting at one another, blaming each other, saying things that I might regret later instead of thinking about it first before I jump to a conclusion and say it, before I've even thought about it enough before I've said it. So you need to work on 5. Temper, your temper, okay? Jumping and leaping before, like starting to run before I can even walk, okay, here. So that's the problem, okay? So love life, work is being affected by your love life, okay? Where I can't seem to think or concentrate at work, because this is what I have to go home to. This, her, moaning at me, him, moaning at me, right? Whichever way you like it, okay? If not, family moan at me, okay? So let's look at your family. What is going on with Capricorn and their family, please? So Capricorn is the 8 of Cups, okay? The 9 of Cups, and yeah, you see, all of this is being affected, where if this isn't, and you have got a partner, these are all the people that are sticking their rooter into your relationship, okay? Family is just as bad as the energy of Justin, or Julian, or Jason, or Justin, or Jackie, or Jan, because some of these can be like divorced. I'm divorced. These are the children that we're fighting over, and they keep going to and from this other person that's a bitch because, well, you know, you don't just fall over with your dick in someone's pussy, okay? Sorry to be so blunt, but, you know, if you've had kids, you didn't accidentally have children, and even if you did, man up, stop being a nut, right, here, right? Because you've had children with other people and blah, 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 she's obviously a bitch, and I'm going to hold her accountable for that forever. Stop communicating with them, okay? Because there's a lot of control here, and I don't beat around the bush, right? Here, stop blaming one another and stop blaming other people. And if you're like, Steve, I am a victim of blame, then you're a victim of blame. But trust me, 5s can soon go to playing a martyr. I'm a victim of circumstance. My life is shit. My life will never get any better. I don't want to live anymore. I'm sick to death of this. I'm over emotional. I feel ill. I feel alone. 5s can soon go to that vibration, okay? Because I'm tormented by control and narcissism, and I don't know a way out of this. Or I'm just metaphysically connected to this person that I want that doesn't want me. So it means man up. Like, you know, look at what it is that you need to learn is about stabilizing your emotions, okay? Stabilizing one's emotions, okay? Trust issues, okay? So within your family, this is obviously really going on because there's a codependent energy to my children that I had in an ex-relationship that I don't seem to get any support or help from anyway, that doesn't do that, and they do nothing to control me as well, okay? They're stubborn, they're arrogant, they don't listen, and they don't pay attention to what I want them to do, and neither do they. And every time do I come across them in the street or anywhere, we end up avoiding one another, avoiding conversation. We avoid conversation. My son or daughter comes in from school or work and just avoids me and goes straight into their room and does not talk to me. They're avoiding me, right? Because, oh, well, it's his fault. He's obviously been talking to you and trying to get you against me and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and the blame game continues, okay? So I'm going to have to start getting on because I've done 20 minutes with one sign. So spiritually, what is going on with Capricorn? Spiritually, you've got the 10 of Cups in the upright position. What is going on spiritually with Capricorn, with their spiritual calling, please, for Capricorn? So 6 of Swords and also the Queen of Swords. Very stuck at the moment to know whether I'm going forward or not. Am I family? So spiritually, you are karmically learning about family. You're always learning about temper. You're learning about making wise decisions of whether to stay or go, or whether it should be the other person that goes or stays. Because if you're always on the fact of like, no, it's that other bitch that should be leaving him. She's the narc. I'm not. I'm the victim. Okay, you do realise that Steve Karma Triangle is scapegoat, victim, aggressor, aggressor, victim, scapegoat. Okay, so, okay, it could be where I need to go and see this woman in order to tell her, or he keeps going back here towards her, and then it comes back to me and blah, 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 and to me, to you, Dick and Dom, right? So spiritually, there isn't really too much of a spiritual calling energy here, apart from they keep getting called by this person to go here, okay? That they keep going to visit the baby mama, they keep going to visit their father or their mother, or they keep going to stay with their children or visit their children, okay? So what have you not done? Stop this person from seeing you by allowing them to come over to your house or your home if you haven't done that. You haven't moved yet. This is also moving. I need to move away from the energy of this. Spiritually, what I need to learn is action. If I don't like the circumstance that I'm in, I have to remove the fuel from the fire and be the one that moves and goes and ghosts. Okay? Just without a trace, like Dick Tracy, okay? Just be gone without a trace, okay? Without wrapping things up or being tempted to stay or go or argue. No communication, gone with the wind. Not putting up with it anymore, I'm going, okay? So that's what I've got for you at the moment, Capricorn. So thank you so much. If you guys want to join Patreon and really help me out, your weekly reading are done a lot regularly than what there is over here, because I'm trying to have a little bit of a break from YouTube. So you will need Patreon. The silver or the gold tier is where your weekly readings are, all of them, okay? Thank you, Capricorn. So don't forget, you can still watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, but you can also watch numerology as well, right? So when Gemini reading comes up, you can watch that, okay? See if they relate when I do air signs. So now what have we got? Taurus. How you doing, Taurus? Taurus, if you wish to join, your weekly reading is over on Patreon. You can find that link below, but you'll need the silver or the gold tier for your full weekly reading, okay? And they come out much quicker than anything does here. So let's see. Taurus, around their work and their money. What is going on around your work and finances? Well, clients, children, maybe looking for clients. These are clients that are all coming in if you're an entrepreneur and you've got 3 children and you could be 7 dwarves. Some of you, you've got 3 pages all in one go. Okay, now if your relationship turns up where this is childish behavior, this is extremely childish behavior where none of you are actually speaking to one another, or the none. Now, if you are relating to the Capricorn reading where I said, these are 3 different options that I've got. 2 girlfriend, 2 boyfriend, man and woman, separation, not speaking, not talking, trying to come together, ex-husband, ex-wife, these are the children, right? But if we're looking at your work and money, these are basically people that come in order to watch tarot, buy things from a shop that I work in or work out, and these are just the people that I do my job to, okay? So that's at the moment around your work. I'm looking for ideas of what I could do, something else or something more. But if I want more, I've got to have an idea first, and then I've got to start acting upon it instead of just giving up without trying. Because it can be like, I've got a good idea. Nah, let's not bother trying. And you're like, why not? Just try. Nah, I can't be bothered. It won't work. Okay. Right? So these would also be like family members, working around like loads of different people, having ideas of what you could do to find a job. This could also be your children. You got kids and they're not working at all, okay, if you're cross-watching. But like, you know, work, clients, or looking for ideas of what I could do to earn a bit more money. Okay, it's keep looking for ideas, job seeking, looking in papers, newspapers, articles, like stuff like that on the internet, putting myself out there, trying to date also, maybe single. So Taurus, tell me about Taurus's love life, what they got going on around their love life. So that's where the money is. So the 10 of Pentacles in your love life is family and house and home. There's a lot of clients or people that are actually getting very violent and actually talking to each other like shit here. So if you work in a shop and these clients are like, oh God, we're not happy, we don't like what you're selling or what you're providing, blah, blah, blah. You're like, will you fuck off? Okay. Oh, you can't tell your clients to do that. Don't you know that the consumer is always right? Oh God, I couldn't work for someone else. It would drive me crazy. Where you can't tell a person, like working in a shop, for instance, and someone comes in and starts complaining at you in the shop and you have to hold your tongue. Couldn't do it. I'll be sarcastic as shit. But, you know, so love life, what is going on around Taurus's love life? Taurus, I'm going to show you the cards in a minute. Very confusing of what the hell this means here, Taurus. Okay, so you might be single. Taurus, Sagittarius, or life path 5. Don't forget, Taurus, Sagittarius, life path 5, I read in numerology, okay? So you can watch Sagittarius or as a life path 5, right? So, single person, looking for someone in my love life, but we're not talking anymore. I'm just waiting to find out if they're going to reach out or answer my message that I've sent them. I could have sent them a message. I don't know if they've seen it or not, because these are all looking, but I don't know if they've replied, if they've seen my message, if they're going to reply or not. I've kind of left in the dark and been ghosted. The person isn't really saying or doing anything, and I don't know if they're going to reply or not, because this one is in reverse. So I'm basically just waiting, okay, for whatever went on over here to do with my love life, for this person to actually reach out and say something, or we're in separation, we don't talk at all, and like I've just blocked you out because I'm not even waiting for you to send a message, because I may or may not even know whether they've received it or not, right? Because this is not answering it, right? Not answering a message because it's in reverse, and this is someone still waiting to find out if they have or they're going to. Okay, that's in your love life energy, right? So, single person, maybe dating or just speaking to someone as a friend. We're just friends. But if there's a third party coming from another reading, that's what they're saying to each other. We're just friends, but you're with him, I'm with her. I don't really want to be with her, but she's with him and I'm with her and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but we're not talking anymore. We've just finished. We've just separated. Well, we could see how it goes with being just friends, right? Here first, okay, but this can be waiting for someone to leave someone. Like you know, I haven't left her yet, but I'm waiting to talk to her about it, or him about leaving. Okay, so show me Taurus's family situation that's going on, please. So wow, man, I don't think I've had this for ages. All of the knights and pages. So, your love life seems to be where your family is. Now, if you are not with a love life, this is your family. House and home, very strong foundation. Okay, I live in a very nice place. I've got, you know, my parents and blah, blah, blah. And I'm talking with my parents and we're getting on really well. Family, okay. Marriage, commitment and relationship could be here if you're in one. Okay, and if you are in a commitment and you are in a relationship, then you work for people that kind of come in and out where you're working. Your love life is where we're just waiting to hook up and actually speak to one another. Because why? Where are they? Over here with their family. When they're not speaking to their family, because they could be lying to their family that they're with someone, which means that I keep everybody out of my own personal life and my business because I'm in a relationship, but the family don't agree. This is why these are not talking and not telling, and families that have taught their son or daughter to lie to them because of the amount of arguments that could have gone on in a previous relationship. Okay, so this could be my love life, okay, but what I'm not telling is my family here. I'm not actually telling my family in the family position and also where the cards being family are. I'm not telling them about the person that I'm seeing because I don't want your input, right? So work and money are clients and people for someone, or I mean, like I said, this could be your partner that does this, right? Don't forget, it can still be vice versa, you or the person. Love life is a little bit complicated at the moment because we're not actually seeing each other yet. But then all of a sudden we are, and they're visiting the family. They're here at the moment and they're coming over to visit tonight. Okay, this is only next 48, by the way. Okay, so what is going on spiritually with Taurus? Show me any messages that you've got for them spiritually for Taurus. Is the Nine of Swords, Dark Night of the Mind, racing a lot because of a karmic ex or a partner or someone that keeps interfering? Or spiritually, I'm just going around hell with being single, trying to get to grips of being a mum, but my love life is non-existent. I want one, but this could just be my home and my house, and that's where I am and that's where I'm most happy. And there isn't anybody around here for me to talk to. So spiritually, you're going around and around in circles, maybe with an ex that you're not speaking to. If you've split up or you're not talking, you're just going around and around in circles, waiting to play out your next hell loop. This is hell for me, in reverse, definitely, because it's Capricorn and it's the planet of karma with Saturn, right? So I'm going around and around, to and from, backwards and forwards, going around the same lesson, same times, not speaking to each other. And then we are, then we're not, then we are, then we're not. And I end up single on my own, enjoying my house and my home, but my love life has gone to shit. So spiritually, you're trying to break from your karma, but you can't because you have to learn it. This is not over yet. It's still ongoing. Okay, now there is someone that keeps going to see an ex-karmic energy that they did have children with in the past. They had children together, and they keep going over to their karmic, what you guys call karmic ex energy. Okay, because this is, like I said, they keep traveling to and from to go and see this person here that was from their past. Wheel of Fortune is a past energy. Okay, what was before didn't work out, but my children keep going over to see my ex-husband or wife, and that's where they keep going, and that is my main concern. We do not speak or get on anymore. I am with my family and my children, and that's where I am, but here is where I don't get on, here, which is the spiritual energy, which is the karmic person, the person that you broke up from and split up from and not agreeing with and disagreeing with, right? So there's that energy. Now, I could go on forever with all of these readings. So these are pretty much what I might start doing over on Patreon, if you remember. So Virgo. So if you want to join Patreon, Taurus, the link is provided below for Patreon. You'll need the silver or the gold tier to get your full weekly readings there. And monthlies and everything that's over there. Silver or gold tier. Okay. So Virgo. Virgo, what is going on with Virgo in their work and money at the moment for Virgo? So, Ten of Pentacles happened to be the opposite energy of where Taurus was, that I just literally did a second ago. So that was here, now it's here. So this is where you cross-watch for your love, your life, your work, your money on what they are doing, right? Because the same cards are coming out, but in opposite directions. So look for numerology, if not astrology. Okay, Virgo. So, or life path 9. So let's see what is going on around Virgo's work. Financially stable Virgo, quite a few clients coming in and out, or customers in and out, shake it all about. Children going across. This is also spending time with family. Okay, money seems to be okay where I'm earning a good living. I might be called in to go to work and have to put off another arrangement because I've got to work late and I can't come here. Some of you, there might be a difficult around your sex life energy here also. So I believe this is a bit of money, okay, some money coming in. Let's see. So what's going on around Virgo's love life, please? Virgo's love life is the, oh, sexy time. Oh dear, not offered. Okay, so this is definitely someone, because I did hear that I can't come, and I said, is there something going on around your love life? Okay, and then this is where your love life is here. This is an erection, this is like vibrators and God knows what else, and you know, gummy bears and whatever you shove up there and all that sort of stuff, bananas and like little man in the boat frogs and whatever they are, and like speed demon silver bullets and God knows what else, right? Here. So you might need some more batteries there. So your love life might be slightly complicated, because this is sex here around your work here. So you might be flirting with someone at work, or when I finished here, then this is a love life. I get to see my partner and sex is there, and this is offering to someone, but they might not feel like it. This is a bit like, oh, I really don't feel like it tonight. You're like, why not? Well, I've been to work all day, you know, I've been trying to earn the money, I'm slightly stressed out. Well, let me relieve you. But can you also relieve me? And you're kind of like, oh, I don't know if I've got the energy. So there might be a slight disagreement around time that is spent with one another in the bedroom department, where it might be a little bit difficult here, especially if people have ADHD, okay? Because that's dopamine. This is a rush of blood to the head, right? Chris Cornell, Chris Martin, but like, or Danielle. But, right, this is kind of like, I really don't know if I've got the energy in order to do so. But you could be in a relationship here, okay? Let's see, Virgo, what's going on with Virgo with their family? What's going on with Virgo and their family? We have got all of the cards in the wrong position. With Virgo and their family, what's going on with Virgo and their family? So, oh dear, a death in the family maybe? I don't know. Jeff, Steve, Sarah, Sassy, Sandra. I don't know. Very stubborn energy around your family energy here. It's like hard work to keep doing it, right? Where I'm stressed out all the time, blah, 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 or my mother or father is stressed out all the time. It's hard work having to be here a lot. It's like I can be here now and again, but it's really difficult for me to, you know, see eye to eye, because there could be a lot of dynamics. Someone could be very, like, argumentative and provocative and, you know, whatnot. And it's just hard work me bloody keep doing that around the family here. Okay. I might actually clarify these a couple of times, because they're not actually giving me a hell of a lot of leeway. Let's see. So spiritually, what is going on with Virgo, please? Spiritually, what is going on with Virgo? So you've got the Fool. So if you're in a third party, you're in a, because I'm really not seeing too much signs of love here, right? If you're in a third party, I mean, you are more than likely if you're on Patreon, because wow, did I figure out some patterns of behavior that were coming from someone. And one of them was, wow, this new Two of Cups, or this Two of Cups person has a life path 9 or Virgo, Libra in their chart, like Libra, Virgo, Scorpio, or Aries, like in their chart. And I said, but it's 100% got an energy of Virgo around it. Now, that was worked out within your whole weekly reading. This here seems to be that you could be that third person here, Virgo. You could be the third person that's waiting to hear from this person. So spiritually, you're just in the waiting energy, in the waiting room, okay? You're kind of like this, I'm going to have to wait to see my partner, or wait to find out what happens about this new person. If they've left their husband or wife yet and they're going through separation, I'm having to wait for them to communicate with me and see, well, you know, what's going on, and if we're going to rectify the circumstance that we're in, or if we're going to go our separate ways, and then I'm waiting for this new person to get out of the other reading that I did to come towards me, because they're at a distance from me, okay? So spiritually, you're basically just now waiting to go back into a cycle, or waiting for someone to come out of hospital, I'm also hearing, okay? So spiritually, not too many signs of things really happening there. Any other message for Virgo? We're going to try this one around their love life. Any other messages for Virgo's love life, please? So you've got haunted by the past, memories, flashbacks, trauma, and side effects. Yeah, this is an awakening. I'm having a karmic awakening with my ex and the family and the whole shit show that seems to be going on here. And I just keep going over the past all of the time, and, you know, what was said and what could have been said, and the fact that, you know, any other messages going on around Virgo's love life, please? Kissing ass. Someone trying to make up here. Break up, make up, break up, make up. Trying to come back in to rectify this Ace of Cups, to make an offer. Okay. But the offer goes to the energy here spiritually, where that's what you're waiting for more than likely, is this person to come back, or you're like, fuck that, I don't even want it, right? It's up to you. I don't even want an apology. What's going on around your family is situation 3. So for Virgo, situation 3 and their family is child neglect. Child neglect and abuse by family members, a mother, a father, or situations. That's what's going on around family. Bad parenting, scared of, hates parents, etc. Now, if you're watching and you're kind of like, well, I am a parent and my children, don't take it personally. Okay, this is basically for people that are Virgo that are watching that say, yeah, I don't get on with my parents, right? So in the family energy is parents and neglect and child abuse from family members, okay? Show me any messages spiritually for Virgo. Is bad habits, drug addiction, toxic behavior, and legal issues. Some of you, it could be revolving alcohol or drugs or anything, but like I said, it can also mean having to go to court for this person to do with the children. In the work and money situation is there, that separation, trying to fight you over court for the children and access to them. That comes hand in hand with the money that I want. So it's no good trying to dig and worm your way out of it because I want a divorce and so on and so forth. But now you're neglecting my children and I don't want you to win my children because I know that you're a narc and all that sort of stuff, right? So that's what I've got for you, Virgo. Again, like everybody else, if you would like your full readings that are weekly readings, because these are just like 3 cards in different places for different things. If you want to know the whole outcome for like weeks or 2 weeks at a time, you will need Patreon, which is the silver or the gold tier that is provided to you below, and that is where you will find your full weekly and monthly readings that are done every single day, 2 or 3 or 4 readings of star signs before I even do anything like this, because YouTube is just like really struggling. So hopefully smash that like button, subscribe guys as many times as you can, or watch it as many times as you can, and hopefully join Patreon. Okay, that's everybody. So thanks everybody for joining. I really do appreciate it if you've stuck with me all this long. So please make sure you give it a smash it a like, subscribe, share it on Facebook, join Patreon, join the join button below for personal readings, because Patreon and personal readings are different. That's 1 or 2 cards. If you have a personal question, you can ask me and I go live. When I'm live, if you catch me live, you can say, Steve, my name is, this is my question, 2 or 3 cards, Bob's your uncle, there's your answer, next. Okay, and I also do deceased loved one channeling a few times a month, where you get to speak to your relatives, where I draw pictures and stuff like that. But you'll have to have followed this channel for a while to know what I mean. Okay, so thanks everyone, really appreciate it. See you soon.